Hello, everybody. JP here for part 6 of Dark Cloud. Last time we left off, we had beaten the Lasai, the witch boss from Act 3, and we managed to start fishing in Act 4 because we got far enough in to get a Ugaga, the Oasis, and some other upgrades. So now we're in Muskaraka, or Muskalaka, depending on what part of the game you're staring at, the name of it. And we're not going to be on as long today as usual. Did some things with friends on other games and stuff like that. It was a bit of a late work day. But, yeah, I got a couple goals I want to knock out. First one being, I believe last time we talked about, we have this Dewsack. It's customized up. It's kind of okay. And we have a generic Buster Sword or any other weapon, right? We're going to have to upgrade one of them so that we can throw it in the Dewsack to build up to the 7-branch sword, because for some reason this weapon actually requires us to have the attack and speed stat, but we've upgraded weapons before that didn't need that, so I don't know. So I know if we remove this, boom, gone. So we need an extra attack and speed, so pretty much anything that we combine in is going to be enough. So yeah. Well, let's see what we could do. This weapon actually only has 50 attack. How much holy does it have? Oh, it's got a lot of holy. Never mind. Alright, so we're going to try weapon swapping this today. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to upgrade the Dewsack to 7-branch, and I'm going to fish for a little bit. Because I want to get some gems ready. And we have the money for more gems, I think, right now. Let's see. Yeah, we still have enough money for almost 5 gems. So, that should do well. We do need to buy more apples anyways. So let's go to Queens. So we're going to do backdoor on floor 14 farming as usual. Yeah, another weapon I do want to upgrade, if possible today, is the Divine Beast title for Sal. So we'll try. Trying to think, do we have enough of all the materials? Yeah, okay, this lady actually sells everything we want. No, she doesn't. I actually know where to go, though. Don't worry, it's okay. So let's do this. Wait. There we go. We're going to save our game. And then we're going to go in. Ah, I keep doing that. This will be a little fun. Tone's not as convenient to play here, but whatever. I want to get to the Chronicle Sword. I want to get like the best of every weapon, at least one. Or one of every top tier weapon per character. Or one top tier weapon per character. I word that so poorly every time. Anyways. We'll keep it on fire mode for now. And then we'll switch it up in a bit. Yeah, we don't have to kill any of these enemies. Well, that was easy. We do need to be careful. Because, you know, we don't want to just get hit a bunch of times and get screwed. Nice. Yo. We're not going to have the egg, which is going to be kind of annoying, but whatever. I'll live. Now, if this is like the last couple times we've been here, we're just going to fight a bunch of the Mask of Progenitus. So we'll switch to Holy Element, their weakness, and slice them up, and then we'll weapon swap, get the ABS on the other weapon, and be good. I know I'm not playing the most optimally, but I think we're doing okay. First off, let's put this here. And then I don't really care what this weapon gets. We're not using this for any stats, really. Although, I guess let's open up one note. Yeah, see, the 7-branch sword to go up to the Atlamilla sword is not pretty. I guess we'll do something like this. Doesn't really matter. Oh no, there's two! Alright, we're gonna run away for a second. We'll come back there. We have healing. That's a very, very good thing. Alright, so... switch weapons. And look at that. We got like a third of a level up. Almost instantly. Let's go this way first, since it's a straight dead end. I really probably should have gotten the egg. Whatever. Alright, there's two in here, so we gotta back one up. Weapon. Swap. I don't like this mechanic, but it works. No! Okay, dude. And that's gonna be a Buster Sword's first out of 5 levels. Ooh, do we sit in it? We could lose some of our money. Well, we can't really do anything worse, really. Might as well jump in it. Alright, let's see. I'm just throwing things in it that seem like they would be kind of handy. Because at least we can get some benefit into it that will help us get to the Atlamilla Sword. Because the Atlamilla Sword does actually need 20 undead, or anti-undead. So we can get kind of close to that, like, really quick. Ha! Look at that! The circle was in our favor. What are the odds? That's too funny. Oh, you know what? Let's see if we do more than 69 damage a hit. Aww. No! No! It took so long that I couldn't switch weapons. Oh well. We might as well just use a regular repair powder on it. Alright, let's be more careful. I want the ABS to go where I want it to go. Nice. No! Alright, you know what? Fire actually works better because I don't overcommit, but you know what? We'll just be more careful. So much for that extra ABS we got from that damn thing. Alright, I got it now. Alright, we're playing this a little bit less dumb. Also, how's this weapon down on ABS? What did I do to it? Elemental damage is actually a lot more effective than I gave it credit for. I wonder if this weapon is capable of any amount of damage, but I don't think so. Yeah, let's not even try that. Okay, well. Nope. Not at all. No. I figured I could get away with it. Another gem? No. Damn. Did I get this weapon? I did, okay. Like I said, we're just feeding it random stuff because I don't really care. Money making is really not that hard. We can just run through a generic dungeon for a Sal on a couple of floors in a row. And by the time we get done stealing all the items from all the things we kill, you know, looting chests, we would have a couple thousand gilda. This floor should be enough right here, I think. Guess we'll find out. Alright, so... Oh, right, they respawn in random areas. We're gonna break this thing down so hard later. Alright, let's see. We know we're gonna need these dinos later on. And some extra anti-plant. I don't know if this... this is probably a waste of time, but let's see. What's this? I'm not gonna do this one, I'm just curious what it does. Ah, okay. We actually need a topaz later, that's good news. Sure. Oopsies. We've become a professional. And we lose water very slowly thanks to a quench. That we're not actually using because we don't have the right weapon on. Don't judge me. Should be a couple in a row right here, yeah. What is there, like only one more in here? That's okay. Huh, their attacks actually only, like, pretty directional. Oh, there are a ton of them in here. Oh boy. whatever. We're gonna see how well this turns out. Like I said, I don't really care what the weapon gets. If anything, we're just getting rid of some stuff that might run down to a +1 or 2. Oh, you know what? Oh no. Oh, did we time it badly? Nope, we still got it. You almost would think that I replaced myself with a clone that can play better. Let's not rule that out, though. We could probably honestly just finish the sword out at the regular dungeon, but we're gonna come back here because these enemies are much... I've gotten pretty used to these enemies. Especially now that it doesn't take 2 full combos to kill them. That was rough. I love going fast in this game, it's just so satisfying. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay, we have 1 escape powder left. Looking for red dots. Are there like 3 in one room? Yeah, there are. Oh boy. Wow. Didn't teach us how to get through this in school. Oh, I thought you were dead. Might as well, right? Oopsies. Oh, come on, dude. Let me hit you! Yee. Alright, let's go back to the Dewsack and just finish off this last one like normal. Perfect. Alright, that should get us to... Yeah, I think that'll be just enough, or is that gonna put me too short? Nope, I'm good. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade the Buster Sword. Let's make sure we customize it, yeah. Alright, then we're gonna break it down and throw it in the Dewsack, and then we're gonna upgrade the Dewsack. Oh! I forgot, you can status break with attachments. Whatever, not a big deal. Do we need thunder for this? I don't think we do we? We do. And I think we needed 40 fire. We need 25 fire, so... Whatever. Alright, let's kill one enemy with the Dewsack. That'll let us upgrade the Dewsack. And let me see here. Yeah. Because I think if we look at it now... Yeah, we can build it the 7 branch once we upgrade it 1 time. That was a lot of... Like, actually, it wasn't a lot of work at all. So, I can't even say that. Boom. Oh, damn. One more. Are there gonna be like 2 or 3 in this last room? Oh, there's 2 rooms left, so maybe a fair split. There's some make really good music in an elevator or like the lobby of a store. Boom. We now have the 7-branch sword. It's ugly as sin. It looks like somebody made it out of wood. But yeah. Now the 7-branch sword only upgrades one more, like to one specific weapon, the Atlamilla sword, which needs 30 reptile and like I think 30 metal and 40 mimic. And we need a little bit of MP, and we need 40 wind and ice, if I recall. And then for the Atlamilla sword, all these stats have to be higher anyway, so I have to go to the Chronicle, so I have no problem with where they are. Like, yeah, some of them are a little higher than they needed to be, but that's okay. This thing apparently maxes out at 99 attack. So that's kind of cool. I think that actually puts the anti-metal up high. Oh, right, it doesn't. I keep forgetting it doesn't count. But yeah, so. Did it keep the element? It did. Let's kill one more enemy. We might as well just extinct this floor. Yeah, 148 a hit. We're good. Yeah. Already filled it. It's ABS backup. Yeah, to get this one up, it's going to require a little bit of work, so we're not too worried about it right now. Oh, yeah, it's these. Sure, why not? Let's just make this thing do ridiculous amounts of damage to a lot of stuff, except for, like, reptiles and mimics. First off, let's just throw regular repair powder at this weapon, because I don't care. And then... yeah, so now we need to erase this. Oopsies. We're cleaning up our notes real quick. So, in order to get to the Atlamilla sword, we do have to have 70 attack power, which is what we have already, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure with all these gone, we still have like 70 or 75 attack, so we're already more than good on that. And then the MP needs to be 60. So we do have to like, we have to somehow get 17 MP. We'll see if some of the gems we have to put in it will give that many. And if not, then we'll just synth up another weapon that has MP on it. Easy. So, we could use these, but hell no. So, let's see here. In order to get this bad boy up, we need an extra 20 ice and wind. So at the minimum, we're going to need 2 amethyst, 2 sapphire, it's bolding all my text. And then amethyst and sapphire also get dragon mage up. So when we do that, we actually end up only 2 dragon element under. So we'll just say 1 times anti-reptile or dragon. We'll pop that in somewhere. And then when we get the other 2... wait a minute. Ice and wind, right? Yeah. We can also go turquoise for rock mimic. That's tempting. I guess it doesn't really matter. Because it's two of any gem anyways. We could just do 1 of each. And then the 2 wind's gonna get us a bunch of sky element, but we don't need any more sky element. We're more than good on that. So anti-metal is gonna have to get to 30. So 1 diamond. And then... Honestly, I think we're gonna do 2 times emeralds. No. Wait, not emerald. 2 turquoise instead of 2 amethysts. Because the 2 turquoise will give me enough magic stat on top of giving me enough, give me a crap ton of anti-mimic. So, that'll put me about 5 mimic down, which the diamond will cover. So the 2 turquoise will cover the ice. And... it'll get the mimic close enough to where 1 diamond will do it. It also gets my undead, or I mean a rock higher, but we have plenty of anti-rock. And then the 2 sapphires are going to get me even more magic, or the magic stat that we need with the extra wind. So actually, we don't need the magic. Damn. Why are there 3 anti-ice? Whatever. At the very least, we know we need 2 amethysts and 2 sapphire. And we're going to dump those in, then we'll put the diamond in, then we'll look at the other stats. Does this weapon get 3 or 4 slots? It's only 3, right? Yeah, 3. So, the first thing we'll do for sure is the 2 sapphires and the diamond, because we're going to need those anyways, so we might as well just dump them. Now, the next character that we want to upgrade one more time on is Sal. So, in order to go from the Divine Beast title to the Angel gear, I think, we're going to need more undead. So, we actually have 20 undead, we need 40. So, let's actually look at elementals first, because elementals are the hardest to get. So, in order to get enough ice for this, we have to get 40. So, let me see. Dragon Mage. So, ice has 3 elements. Amethyst, Aquamarine, and Turquoise. Amethyst will boost up Ice Dragon Mage. Aquamarine will boost up Ice Marine Sky. And Turquoise will boost up Ice Rock Mimic. Now, Rock and Mimic will get me 1 stat that I need. We have... if we have 20 undead stat right now, we might as well, honestly... Never mind. Dragon Mage, we don't need them. Mimic has to go to negative, or plus 50. Damn. So we might as well just do 2 times turquoise for her, too. And this weapon's already maxed out on ABS, so I'll probably just dump the gems in it right away. Anyways. So, 2 turquoise will get me to plus 30 ice. Or plus 20 ice, so we'll still need 10 more. So actually, we'll just do 3 times turquoise. Oopsies. Which will get us up to 30 ice that we need, and it'll give us 30 mimic stat, which will put us 5 under. Then... once we've got that almost fixed, we're going to need to fix that wind. Now, we need to get 40 wind. Easiest way to do that is probably going to be 2 sapphires. Unless we wanted to do... 1 sapphire and 2 wind gems. Which honestly wouldn't be that bad. And then when we get that... oh crap, what have I done? I think I pressed some Steam... oh, I pressed the home button. Oops. Anyways. So, those 2 aren't going to get us any undead stat. In order to get undead... we're either going to need pearls... or topazes. Honestly, I'd rather do two pearls. And then we're gonna need, so even with that, we're gonna need 15 more mimic. So we'll probably just choose, we're gonna have to balance out the stats anyway, so maybe a ruby. Let's see here. I hate that Peridot gives holy, but it doesn't give anti-undead. Kind of butts, but it's okay. We could do 3 diamonds, but that's a lot. That's a lot. You know what? We'll do 3 times diamonds. We know we're gonna need those anti-stats up anyway, so, like, why not? Alright, so we're good here. Let's save our game. Twice. As is tradition. And we'll go back to fish more. Give me another fishing stream. But, I mean, that's... The high point of this game is the fishing and the weapon farming anyway, so, you know, sorry. Alright, so we're gonna put it on fast time, because we need to wait anyways. And then... let's start building this out. We're gonna dump 3 diamonds in there, like, right now. Doing that boosts all the anti-stats up a crap ton. Oops. All like 15 all antis. That's so good. So now we're only 30 mimic and 5 undead under. So technically, we probably don't even need to use 2 pearls anymore. Let me see here. Yeah, we need the turquoise for the ice. We need the sapphire for the wind. And then we just need... So, we're honestly only 5 gems away. And then we just need 2 times anti-undead. Which I'm sure we could find somewhere. I think that's all our points though, right? Crap, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, we don't have any points. Yeah, so... we don't have any plus thunder right now. We are going to need some later, but we'll worry about that also later. So 3 of these is going to get us all the anti-mimic we need, all the anti-ice we need, and then we just have to worry about getting 16 more thunder and 6 undead. Which could be done in 2 level ups of the weapon. Or it could be smart and just raise skills that we're going to need for the next weapon upgrade while we're upgrading this one towards it. It doesn't really matter. Anyways. Now we're just going to wait for the timer to go. I don't think fishing at night's any good, right? I guess we can find out. Those fish look tiny. Those don't. So we are going to save it. Because we only have 1 minute, and again, I don't want to farm for it. We're looking for a big fish that doesn't want minin. So that guy does. Let's look for this bad boy over here. Crap. Don't ever hire me to do your fishing. Save your money. Oh, yeah. What about you? No! Whatever, you're obviously not the chosen one. What do my fishing notes say about Mardens at night? Apparently, Barrens are not nighttime at all. But all of them are morning. So we'll wait. Apparently can't get Den, Gila, or Neggies. Oh yeah, one other thing we should probably do. I wonder if you could skip the dialogue for the daytime changes. That'd be kind of cool. Boom. And then we're gonna save it. Yummy. I figure we'll check these two. They're not really that big, but they still could be Mardens. Although they're like way too smart for me. Oh, he liked that. So, no. We're already to the point where, like, the dungeons just got so much easier just from, like, that one set of upgrades. This is gonna be good. Why not? Nope. We're already close, though, to upgrading Sal's weapon. Which is really cool. We just need, like, 3 more gems, I think. Kinda. I thought he was gonna go left, okay? I can't tell if he wants it or not. Stay there for a second. No! No! You do it! Oh yeah, he's doing the dance. Fish tippy tats. You don't want that. Pathetic. Don't you dare. I think this one's not going to be their one. Maybe, though. No. Well, it's probably a trollfish. You. Nope. Oops. I'm almost, like, ready for this beard to go. I'll miss it. But, it's been around for a while. I think since like the first week of April. And it is now the second week of December. Technically into the third. Oh, that's not good. Nope. I couldn't see because of the tree. Hey. Right there, maybe? Crap. Oops. This is honestly like perfect after the crazy work week I've had so far. Let's hope that tomorrow is better. Normally we're not as busy in the holidays, but I tell you, it's something in the water. People are crazy this year. Oh, that's a big one over here, huh? Aww. We haven't seen a Baron yet. Like, not once. I guess it could literally be that rare, though. I guess I got really lucky to even find one, let alone catch it. The one and only time that I did. Nope. Alright, what about this guy? Big fish in a little lake. Little pond. Oh, crap. Look, don't laugh. Not all of us have good aim. Nice. Alright, we're on to something here. That's probably either a Martin or a Baron. It's a Martin. Let the fight begin. Alright, nibble. Pull it. Come on. We gotta tease the fish sometimes, you know? Fish love to be teased. It's in their genes. Wait, are there two in this lake? No way. Got him. Hell yes. Hell yes. Hmm. We're gonna save state, because that's what we do. God, I want to catch a Baron so badly. A Baron is like an instant, like, free upgrade to a weapon, because it's 7 gemstones worth for the one I caught. Right, let's just pull the rod. Let's just pull the bait towards this one. Oh, yeah. Never mind. No. Maybe? Crap. Outfished. How cool would it be if that was like a Baron? You know, it might be. Or I'm a Moarrr nor a Baron. You son of a... Get over here. Never mind. It's nice when the fish's body language like immediately tells you that that's the wrong, or that's the bait that doesn't work. Wow. That's a big one. And that's a really big one. I can only imagine though, like how damn rare the game's spawn chances are for some of the biggest fish. Damn it. Alright, I'm over here. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, you can walk around this side. Huh. Yeah. I can't tell if it likes the apple and it's stuck, or if it's a barren. So that smaller one could be a barren. Alright, we're gonna check with the regular bait one more time. God damn it. Stop moving. Okay. That's a barren. Are you for freaking real? That's so stupid. But you know what? We found a barren. That's all that matters. We'll catch this fish. Acidus, hello, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah. Oh boy. I probably should have, like, brought crappy bait to get all these bad fish out. Doing well, just got off work, want to watch some Dark Clouds? Yeah, well, you're gonna be seeing me fail at fishing quite a lot. We are upgrading weapons, though. Oh, I had it! Hopefully you'll, get to see some funny things happen here. We just got done upgrading Toan to the 7-branch sword, and it's just like... I'm happy. No! Alright, let's load that one again. We are being a little cheesy, but whatever. Are you, Oh no, I pulled out too early. Wait. Gotta ask, are you a fan of the fishing, or do you prefer, like, going, like, the backfloor route, typically, for, like, what you gotta do in this game? I feel like backfloor farming would be better, but then I try it, and I'm like, okay, I can't find gems at all. Oh, no! Oh, okay, it was this one. If this is actually a barren, this will be the second one I've ever caught. But they really like to nibble. A lot. Alright, so the goal here is to get the food into the fish's mouth in a way that the hook also goes in his mouth. I want to play launch mix. Yeah, so I've mentioned this a couple of times on my streams, but like I've only ever played through this game fully one time. Ever. Oh my god. You know what? We're just gonna try another one. We have lots of bait. But, like, yeah, back before the internet, this game, I mean, the internet was a thing when this game was out. Don't get me wrong, guys. But, like, back before I had easy access to the internet as a younger person. Yeah, mistakes were brutal. Mistakes in breaking your weapon. And unfortunately, I ended up actually breaking my weapon once on this playthrough. I hit an enemy that decided to block all of my attacks for like an entire combo string in a row. And this game gets kind of input heavy. Or input, like stored input heavy. And it went bye-bye. So I lost like 3 floors worth of progress. I had to reload. Oh, that's not close enough. Well, I'll give up to 3 baits to a Martin. I mean, to a Baron, and after that, I'll just reload. I think that's fair. Food for the food gods. Don't you do it! Oh my god. How about that right there? Oh, he can't get to it. How about now? Game, you are killing me. I really should just buy or find more bait to catch the crappie fish. No. You want to play this game? You're currently go through your favorite PSX games like Tomba and Azure Dreams. I never played Azure Dreams, but I played Tomba a lot. I never beat it though. I was not smart enough. That game was super cool though. Like the sound effects in that game were just so good. I feel like developers back then had to put a lot more heart and soul in the game audio. And I think game audio is really, really important. Sounds stick with you really long. Oh, here it is! Here it is! Here it is! Baron! Tommy got lost to the point, didn't finish it either. Yeah. Remember, like, I'm just imagining that sound right now, like when a new quest appears, or when you beat a quest, that like ding 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 in Tomba. It was so good. 646 points! Haha! Oh yeah. That's so good! Like, I want to go and upgrade 2 different weapons, but I also just want to keep fishing now because we're hot. Like, the dice are hot. Alright, we're gonna save it. Twice. Alright. What other games for the PlayStation are you looking to go through right now? I think my #1 game that I would replay on PlayStation if I was to go back to the PS1 era is Mega Man Legends. Like, Dark Zone. Dark Zone. That's an RPG one, right? I feel like that's an RPG, but I could be wrong. Awesome. Yeah, for me, I'd say Mega Man Legends or Metal Gear Solid 1, like the original. Back when Snake looked like a box with like legs. Ooh. Why did I even tease those fish? They're too small. What else? Another game I never actually fully beat, which is also in the Mega Man universe of PSX, is Misadventures of Tron Bonne. That was such a hilarious game. It was like Grand Theft Auto, but Mega Man-ish. I guess if you count the fact that you robbed and blew up houses. That one as well, you need that. I have a hard copy of that one. I have like this big wooden chest that my TV used to sit on, and all my games are like sitting in that, and then the other half of them are in like a big plastic tote in the garage. Just collecting dust. I don't know if it's like nostalgia or what, but like I feel like I still play favorites with a lot of the games of the past. Like, a lot of them were just like, they're good memories, you know? Nope. Mega Man, technically, though, it's the site of a semi-villain in the series. Yeah, Tron Bonne was like the coolest. Like, I don't know, like, Like, that was like the first, like, tsundere person you ever got to see, like, if you were like a kid and you're like, why does she act like that? Like, why is she so mean to him if she likes him? Like, she's like the original girl to do that. I'm trying to think of what else I would want to play. Oh, a very big classic for me, probably because I really, really liked the game's music a lot, was Legend of Mana. The game's, like, the levels were beautiful, they're all hand-drawn. All the art style is, like, really well done. The music is top-notch for me. The weaponsmithing system is super or not janky, but it's, like, you'd never understand it without a guide. Maybe this guy right over here. Yeah, he's got that body language going. And then there's like PS2 games where like this game is like the #1 game that I can think of off the top of my head that I wanted to play for PlayStation 2. I did go through God Hand, but there was so much salt in that to play through. I was getting so mad. That's a Martin right there. I think. Fish, you get back here. We need 99 fishing. Oh my god. Come here. There we go. Yep, poison apples are cheap. If we lose a few, whatever. Ooh. Pull. Pull on the apple. Mm. Oh no. I don't think he can reach the apple again. Here, maybe? Oh my god. The edges of this pond are, like, really weird. Also, it seems like it's gonna be a pretty big Baron. Maybe? I mean, Martin. Never mind. It's the smallest Martin I've caught yet. 209 points, though. We have almost 1,200 freaking points. Let's see our high score right now. So, yeah, the first ever Baron we caught was by far our biggest fish. It was worth 750. So right now we're doing pretty well. We're getting up there with the fishes. We caught the world's smallest Umadakura. It was like the size of Tolan's hand. Alright, let's see. Let's save our game. We're having so much luck, I just can't stop. Like, this is too good. You. Look at that. It's not going after the bait. Are you another Martin? There's no way we got 2 Martins in a row that quickly. Alright, so it's definitely not a Martin. Let's double check basic bait. Let's wait for it to come to us. Crap, that's gonna lure all those other fish. That actually could potentially be literally another Baron. Never mind. Wait. Yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. Oh, Astrodus, thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that. I have my other window open right in front of my OBS. I'm a bad person. I apologize. I'm seriously loving like finding other people that are fans of the games that I'm playing. It's really exciting. Oh, baby fish. You? Nope. So yeah, we're gonna be going on an epic weapon leveling montage soon. Which is gonna be really funny because like Tone and Sao are gonna be so far ahead of everybody else in weapons, but I don't care. Because I'll upgrade everybody else's weapons right later, but we just don't have... The only other character I can see us upgrading weapons for right now is Goro. Because we have a really, really good battle axe for him that I found. But unfortunately, it upgrades into a garbage battle axe. So what we'd probably end up doing with him is getting his current one up to +5, and then breaking it down, and then just using it in his battle axe, and upgrading that one all the way. But honestly, I'm actually fine at this point to, like... If we can get away with it in the Sun and Moon Temple, is just like farm the temple for big chests and then until we get weapons, and then just raise those weapons. Because this place actually has some pretty high upgraded, like pretty high tier weapon drops that you can just upgrade from there. And I'd rather do that. Yeah. No, thank you. This guy's probably a little too small to be anything important. Yeah. Oopsies. Okay, I'm not even going to trust these fish. We're just going to reset this one. Okay, that big one in the middle might be a Martin. Yep, cool. No! Wait, is it not? There's no way that's a Baron. Too small. Yeah, that's a Martin. Oh! I need to stop pulling the rod out so quickly. I don't know why I think I forget that, like, just because it touched the hook, or touched the bait, doesn't mean it's ready. Crap, I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Wait for it to go under. No! You idiot! No problem with the fathers who making food? Oh. Hopefully something good. What did I eat today? Oh, right. We ordered pho. And some chicken and rice. Nerves. At least this bait is cheap. Boom. We'll probably get like... We probably should just get up to like 2,000 fishing points, but that's a lot of points. How many potato cakes do we have left? 3. We have 3 and 3. I mean, we could potentially catch more. Let's save it and I check messages real quick. Oh, we have another grocery delivery tomorrow. Oh god, what have I done? I accidentally minimized the game. Oh, not that guy. We're gonna check that other one in the back, because it looks like it probably could be a Martin. I want to catch, like, a massive Baron. I wonder what the biggest Baron even is. Dang it. Nope. I can't tell if he was going for my bait. I think it is. Yeah. Like, we easily have enough fishing points now to upgrade Tone and house weapon once each. Which is crazy, because that's going to put them each one weapon below their maximum at Act 4. Shoot, we're only like halfway through Act 4, honestly. But I know they're going to be like limited floors are going to be our weak point. I think it went after that. Let's double check. Yeah, it did. Never mind. Nope. So morning time is going to be our best bet, I think, for fishing. That's when we caught the Baron and all the Martins so far. Come here, jerkfish. Nope. Nope. Last play you got stuck because you were so in the one character, so locked up in a loop of failing and just being stuck. Yeah. I don't know what I did. So one of the times I played, I abused the broken dagger glitch and got bored like in Act 3 or 4. One of the times I beat the game, but honestly, past this point in the game, I remember nothing. Like, even now, I don't remember much of this at all. One of the times, I got the queens, and somehow I screwed myself. I think I upgraded a weapon wrong. Or I accidentally synthed one of my weapons, or I did something, and it just turned me off. Yeah, so like, if you get the gaffer's shop in town, and you do it after you put Pike in Paige's house, the gaffer won't hurt himself putting his sign up when you talk to him the first time, and then you'll have a bigger inventory. And then you go to the bottom right section of a shop, and then you hold like right X at the same time, and then you go down to the bottom of your inventory too. So you go from the bottom of his inventory over to yours, and you press like right X at the same time, and it'll give you a glitch menu item called the Broken Dagger. And if you attach it to one of your weapons, it maxes out every single stat on the weapon instantly. So, like, you could just make a maxed out weapon as soon as you get, like, halfway through the first dungeon. It's really, really crazy. But that would kind of defeat the purpose of, like, a non-speed run. Or I guess I could say, like, a you know... If you're going for, like, any percent or whatever they would call it, like, not a non-glitchless speed run, that would be your way to go. And also, I can see, like, if you just want to have a super casual, like, I just want to play the game for other reasons playthrough, yeah. I mean, I've abused things I shouldn't in games before, like, I'm not afraid to admit that I played a Borderlands 2 playthrough where I used, the Pimp Hab. Although I've never abused Boar Zero. I want to, though. Today at work in the background, I had a streamer called JoltsDude139. And he's like a really, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, he's just a really wholesome streamer. But he does all kinds of challenge modes of Borderlands games. Watching him play Borderlands 2 is like an art. He knows that game literally down to its core. Borderlands 2 is, I think, my second most played game on my Steam library, too. Oh yeah, I got that fish's attention real quick. We don't want that. Nope. You know what? We're better than that. Those fish are too small. We could just sit here resetting until we find, like, big fish, but... I'm honestly okay with, like, the decent ones. I think that middle big one is not attracted to this bait. Yeah. Cool. My dog is staring at me out of the corner of my eye. Currently using duping in Azure Dreams requires 2 monsters, so it requires setup. I have to look that up. What type of game is that? Hey, bear. Hold it! Please don't eat my bait. I knew it. I should have just left it in there. I'm dumb. Hey, boy. Oh crap, what fish is it? No, you gotta come to me, buddy. He sits just out of the range, so I can't get to him that easily. Shh, alright, no more. No barking. Wait, is that not the big one? One of my big... No, no, shh, quiet. Bear, no more. Come on. No. Please. Come here. Oh boy. He's excited. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, I didn't do that. The gentle art of fishing. It's so funny because we're watching a show that was like making fun of fishing recently. Not making fun of it, but some of the characters in it were like really bad at it and trying to get better. I feel like food or bait has a health level, and it uses up the one of the ones in your inventory. I could be wrong. Wow. Alright, well, we have our last bait. Let's save it real quick, just in case we lose it. We're gonna have to buy more bait after this. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to take this game too fast, because after this game I have nothing in line. Like, nothing else I want to play immediately. Pull it! Oh my god. The 0.1 second timing of that. Azure Dreams is a weird mix of a bit of games, and it's a slight mix of like Pokemon, but the tame monsters, you have to find the egg, leave the tower with it. And as a town builder with a small dating, get a girlfriend thing, or date all the girls. That sounds like a dream. I like it. So it's a bit of everything in that game. I dig it. I'm gonna have to look it up. I wonder if I've played it in the past and I just don't remember. Pull the bait. It's gonna eat the bait again. This is a needy one. What? Was the bait not under? I think it's that one, right? Please. This one's being a pain in the butt. I wonder what the code for the fishing, like, looks like. Oh my god. It got stuck and couldn't get past where it was stuck, and then it just took off the minute I went to, like, recast. Come on. Bro! What is it doing? 360 no scope the bait. I think it keeps nibbling the bait too far. Oh my god, game. The only things you can grow wise in the Tower of Monsters, because no matter what level you leave, you re-enter, you look. Oh, so is it like a roguelike? This fish is the worst. Wow. The only things that you can grow wise in the Tower of Monsters, because no matter what level you are, once you leave, you re-enter, you reset to level 1. But your gear, of course, isn't big. You have a sword that's plus 23 and a sword that's plus a ton. That's freaking awesome. I think I'd like that. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, I'm gonna add it to the list to definitely check it out. Alright, this fish is such a fish stick. See what I did there? Oh, yes. Alright, cool. I think we're close enough to where it'll go for it. Oh, wait, that's not the one. God dang it. Speaking of roguelites, the one I played the most right now, that I had a lot of fun, I haven't played it in like a month, but I played the crap out of it, was Hades. That's so good. Yeah, I'd have guilt, but I don't. Let's get this. Come here, you. We're gonna raise 2 weapons after we catch this fish. I'm feeling it. We're gonna have like 2,000 points after this. Yeah, we're gonna have like 2K points. Oh, wait. 1,500 points. My bad. Nope. We have to buy new bait anyways. Because there's no point in only looking for martins. There's some other glitches or bugs. The duping is a bit hard unless lucky. And there's a randomizer and speedrunning community that you didn't know this thing until like one random day. Wait, does that game actually have randomizers? Hold on, I gotta look this. I want to look up the game, see if I recall ever playing it. Azure Dreams. Oh, it's grid-based. God, I love PlayStation graphics. They're so good. I feel like I've watched speedruns of this game before. But I'm gonna put this on my notes because I wanna have like a playthrough of this game running in the background tomorrow when I'm at work. Notepad. Azure Dreams speed run. And maybe even a long play. The randomizer's options change some of the things that go up. Like the go up traps that turn to go down, or a boss of the main game is turned into a real boss and not a 3-hit shot. Oh, so it's got one of those bosses that you could just like wipe out like super quick. I think I'm like 99% sure I've watched gameplay. Grid-based games are fun. What have I played? The last game I think I played that was on a grid was Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. I tried to go for 100% missions playthrough, and I was off by 6. And there's like 305 missions or something like that in the game. Either 200 or 300, I can't remember. No, he more or less beats you when you get your father's sword and 3-hit him. Oh, that's satisfying though to think about. Like, get out of here. All right, so let's see here. We have so many fishing points. Right. Let's turn that normal. So yeah, we have 1 of 3 turquoises. So we need 2 turquoise, 2 sapphire, and then we have to go find 2 anti-undeads. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to buy 1 turquoise. You're doing maxed out traps and all other chains on real boss, and you're gonna fight all the monsters. Does the game have like a completion thing to do, like a bestiary and stuff like that? What a dope game! Hey, Hals 10, how's it going? We're doing a lot of fishing tonight, and we're getting really lucky. Makes me regret like spending time in the second act to fish when like fishing here is so much better. I need to see if I can buy anti-undead. Well, actually, there's like 60 monsters, like 3 of them on the table, but oh, was it glitchy? Interesting. Right now, I'm saving fishing points for I'm upgrading the Divine Beast title, and then upgrading the 7-branch sword, and then I'll do some fishing later on to upgrade Goro, Ruby, and Ungaga, because I don't feel like I don't have any good weapons for at least Ungaga and Ruby. I don't have any weapons worth upgrading for them yet. Those 2 are part of the bowling alley, and 1 is a frog. When I googled the game, they were talking about something called a frog trick. I don't know what that is, but that sounds kind of funny. Let's see. Oh, Divine Beast title turns into Angel Shooter. Sick. Am I gonna finish Dark Cloud on stream? Oh yeah. This is a stream-only playthrough, so if I'm not online streaming it, I'm not touching it. I'm actually having a lot of fun recording like full playthroughs of games. It's really satisfying. I'm liking it a lot. So we're gonna need a bunch of anti-undead anyways. Let's buy something that gives us anti-undead for this. Oh, thanks for the follow, House. Yeah, there should be some VODs up, because I think I started playing this on Sunday. But everything should be on Twitch. And then what I do is eventually, after like, every couple of days, I move everything over to YouTube too. Because YouTube keeps stuff forever, and Twitch holds it for like 2 weeks or something like that. It's funny because, like, aside from, like, recent streaming I started in July or whatever, the only other stuff on my YouTube channel was, like, me killing, what was it? Me killing, like, some bosses in Dark Souls 1 in, like, 2012 when I was still going to school. No sound on the videos, the audio quality's, like, there's no audio, the video quality's crap. I was like, what the heck? Also, I'm just looking up gems in the background real quick, sorry. I need anti-undead. So I'm thinking of going... I'll go for a pearl. Because... Yes. Oopsies. Oh, I keep doing that. So now we have everything to upgrade this weapon to angel gear, I think. Aside from maybe mana points or something like that. So if we look at this... Oh, right, I keep forgetting. I do that every time. I'm like, let's look at the stats now. And I'm like, wait, you can't do that. Alright, so we have everything she needs. Now, if we want to upgrade the 7-branch sword, we need 6 more gems. So we need 2 amethysts, 2 sapphires, 1 anti-dragon, and 1 diamond. Oh, I passed it already. And we still have 678 points left. So, yeah, this should be fun. Since we're upgrading main weapons, we can actually just, like, slaughter monsters real quick to do this. This should be super fast in floor 14 back floor. So let's do this. You always got bored fishing, so it's actually pretty interesting to watch. You never grinded it out. It's, I would absolutely not recommend it till Muscalaka, because, like, once I got here, I could buy poison apples, and I could buy potato cakes, and now, and that lake is tiny compared to, like, Peanut Pond or the water. Well, Peanut Pond's actually great, but Umadakra are only worth, like, 100 points each, maybe. And then the waterfall, I had to turn the volume down in my system's, like, system volume slider. I'm gonna save it again. From, like, 80 to 20 for the waterfall, not to blow my eardrums out when I was sitting in that area. It was nuts. Shipwreck. But yeah, like, I tried, out of all the back floors I've done so far, I think I've gotten a gem, like, 1 out of maybe every 3 or 4. Yeah, the water is murder. Yeah, the waterfall is loud, right? Like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, alright, we have to, we can't fish here with, like, max volume. It hurts. It literally hurts. Alright, so, right now, something we did a couple streams ago, I actually made a synth sphere, so I got lucky and I found a weapon that had durable on it. So I synthed it down, and then I synthed it into the kitchen knife, so now I have durable and quench on a weapon. And at some point, we'll find the 5-foot nail for a critical weapon to synth down. So right now what I want to do, or not literally right now, but one of my next goals after weapons are maxed, or upgraded, I want to get a synth sphere that has quench, drain, durable, stop, and thief. I don't care about big bucks. I don't care about ABS up, because ABS farming is not hard at all. And money, honestly, comes from thieving and regular chests more than it does stealing money from enemies. Yeah, you do the broken dagger glitch to max out weapons. I did that once when I was, like a long time ago, and then I got bored. I didn't end up finishing the playthrough. That's my one worry right now, is that I'm going to end up doing that, so I'm trying not to. But, like people like Ruby, Goro, and Gaga are just going to suck to raise, because I don't care about them that much. But I understand the importance of raising them, you know what I mean? Oh my god, inputs. I'm so bad at button pressing. Yeah, we're definitely going to want this. This just got so much damage. Alright, so... And I do have a couple of, oops. I do have a few level up powders, or power up powders, but I'm trying to save them. So, my goal for power up powders, honestly, and it sounds stupid, is I'm using them on crappy weapons that I don't feel like having to raise to break them down in Synthmaster. Yeah, I would love to see a Dark Cloud 3. So, funny story, I've never actually played through 2. I don't think I own 2 in my stack. But I'm like pretty sure I don't. But I probably should figure it out. I've heard, so, oh no. You beat it once, so it's not as good as the first. So yeah, that's the thing I saw online, like, there are some people that praise it over the first, and there's some people that don't. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I think it'd probably be worth the playthrough, though, right? I'm guessing. Oh my god, this floor. Also, yeah, ignore the audio glitches that they're gonna happen, unfortunately. Nice. Can one of these please be the egg? That's the map. That's close. Oh, wait. It'd be worth the playthrough. I'd watch the stream. Yeah, I could check that out for sure. I could probably find it somewhere. It seems like it's, they've really changed the formula up on the second one, I think, right? Oh. Oh no. Have I mentioned how much I just like the chill, like background music of this level? Of this dungeon? It's just... God. More game developers need to care about this kind of stuff. Just sound effects and audio. They're so important. It's kind of confusing at first because you have to break down individual items. Yeah. That's what I've seen before. Like, you have to do, like, some weird invention stuff. Oh my god. You. Got him. Yeah, it seems like, and there's only 2 characters in the second one, I think. Like Monica and Ray Brandt or something? I don't remember. I hate one thing I hate though is like the wiki for the games is kind of like combined, and I wish they wouldn't have done that. Because it makes looking up stuff a little bit more annoying. Oh, power powder. 2, they also have a mech and a monster. Oh, that's right, there is like a mech, like the gastropod or something. You gotta be careful, because these enemies like one-hit us, I think. And also, these enemies remind me of Neo. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they look like demons from Japanese lore. Which I guess is probably the goal. Both characters have range in the melee. Yeah, that's right. Like, like one of them has like a gun and a sword, right? So we're gonna give this thing all 3 turquoise right now. Did I actually buy 3 turquoise, or did I forget? Oh my god, I forgot the 3rd turquoise! Damn it. Am I gonna do full Demon Shaft in this playthrough too? I'm thinking about it. Since I'm gonna max the weapons, I probably should. I'd probably run through it pretty quickly as much as possible, but I've heard the boss of the Demon Shaft is really hard. Like, it's one of the few bosses in this game that actually, like, you gotta strategize pretty good. I guess all the bosses require you to do a specific thing to kill them, but... yeah, I'd be down, probably. I can't see why not. I can't believe I didn't buy that 3rd gem, unless I put it on... Nope, I just literally forgot to buy it. He can one-shot you? Oh, God. That's terrifying. What's funny is I think I'm going to be 1 anti-undead short. So 2 turquoise, 2 sapphires. Sorry, I think I'm like... I think I'm brain dead looking at my stats. I'm pretty sure this is what I need to do. Because I need 40 win for this weapon. Yeah, and 40 ice. Okay. Oof. I can't believe I forgot to buy literally one of her gems, but we can fix that pretty easily. What we'll do is we'll just upgrade the ABS on it before we leave the dungeon. When we're, like, so that way we can take it back, upgrade it, and then boost it. Alright, put you on. Get an upgraded Chronicle. Yeah, you get the Chronicle 2, right? Which sounds freaking awesome. So she needs 2 sapphires and he needs 1, right? No, he needs 2 also. Did I just, like, not in any way, shape, or form buy enough stuff? Ah, I see. How much anti-undead does she need? Wait, she only needs 40? Right, right. Yeah, so we'll replace this with, something. Not that. Huh. So yeah, when I put these 2 in there, the only thing I'm missing is just that 1. Damn. I'm dumb. I guess we could still get a sapphire from all this. Oh, hi. Oh! And we'll probably buy her the stuff to start getting her towards her next weapon. I don't know, maybe. We'll actually see about that. Treasure! No, that's not what we needed! We needed ice. Sal's gonna be 10 ice short of getting her angel weapon. Oh boy. Oh, we didn't get poisoned anyways, who cares? Wow, this is a really crappy floor. It's literally a really long run all the way there and back. We're probably gonna, like, burn all our Dran feathers. Yeah, I think for Sal, I want to make that best angel gear. No, angel gear or angel shooter, I mean. I want to make the Chronicle 1. I want to make the Inferno. And then for all the other characters, I think Secret Armlet is the one for Ruby. I have no idea what Ngaga's best spear is, and I have almost no idea about anything about Osmond. Other than the fact that he's, like, OP. More than even Sal is. We might actually have to use that upgrade powder. On her. We'll see. I really want to save upgrade powders for crappy weapons, though. They have weapon path guides you can look up. Yeah, I haven't looked up Ngaga yet because, like, I've been looking up the game, like, an act at a time. Like, even Goro, I know that the battle axe he has can upgrade to the Inferno, but I know I ended up finding, like, a Judgment Hammer or something super strong, but it doesn't upgrade to the right weapon path. So, like... Yeah, Last Judgment. Look at the difference between this and the Battle Axe. It's, like, 50% stronger. But... Last Judgment upgrades to a really crappy weapon path. So... nothing we can do about it. Oh. Ah! I thought I could get away in time. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, the Inferno can have like 350 max attack, I think. Oh, damn you. Oh, I baited him. We're good. Look at that, already full! Alright, let's take these out because I'm dumb and I've already forgotten what I needed to do. I think I needed a sapphire, a diamond, and anything that gives ice. Oh! Those actually technically do it too. But they raise stats I just don't need, and we need to give those a tone. So we're missing attack, mana. So we do need, like, we need to put one more ice, one more wind, mimic, and undead. Yeah. Right, because mimic needs to be 40, undead needs to be 20. Wait. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Undead needs to be 40, and mimic needs to be 50. Oh, son of a... So yeah, we need to go back later and buy the other gem for her. So she's already done leveling. Because we need a turquoise, yeah. Since we're missing a turquoise, we can't upgrade her weapon. But hey, we have an angel shooter the second we get back to town and buy it. Alright, 7-branch sword. Oh, it's already at max ABS. Look at it. It only takes 50 ABS to level this thing. That's so ridiculous. Alright, so for 7-branch sword to upgrade to Atlamilla, I need 2 amethysts. And a sapphire at very least. Because this thing needs 25 fire, 40 ice, 25 thunder, 40 wind. It doesn't need any holy. Alright, and then we'll put this back in there. Oh, yeah, about that. Do we have anything that boosts holy? We do not. That's fine. So, it needed the amethyst. Now it needs 2 sapphires. Oh, we already gave it a sapphire. That's right. Because we found an extra one. Oh, he needs a diamond too? Oh, right, I didn't buy an extra diamond. Man, I'm bad. I do need an anti... So, funny enough, Toan needs an anti-dragon to do this. Don't ask me why. He's 2 dragons short. You forgot what it was like to grind? Oh, yes, this game, quote-unquote, keeps it real. Yeah, to get the 7, the Atlamilla sword, we also need 40 anti-mimic. Which is crazy. So let's do this. Do I play RuneScape at all? I may or may not have a max account on old school. Never was a fan of 3, but old school's got my heart. And it's just so perfect to play mobile. But I haven't started an alt yet because I can't get myself to do it. Just literally a Vire. I turned my character into a Vire alt. Oh, you play old school as well? Hello. Did you do the league? Because I completely skipped the league. I maxed in November and I just couldn't get myself to do league at all. I was like, the freaking Slayer grind was so much that I was like, no, we need a break. Oh man, I can't believe how badly I handled all the gem leveling. We're gonna literally have to come right back here. Stop playing it because you wanted to suffer. You decided to suffer to do the Iron Core and decided everything was not a member of 75? Slayer and chill the market 24/7. That's legit too. Like, I don't know why, but that game is just very satisfying to play. It's hard to explain. I am tempted to start an Iron though. If I can max like a standard account, like, I've got the patience for the non-buyable stats, but I don't know. Oh. Yeah, right now all I do is just sit at Vires. I was sitting at Sacred Eels for a long time, but Zulrah scale prices tanked real hard, so I just have like, I have a lot of scales just sitting there. You want to do an Iron Man? I want to see if they're going to do group Iron Man. I think that would be legit. Like, that would be so satisfying. But I also am not good at bossing. Like, I don't know. Oh god. No! I'm killing this enemy so I can leave. Spent so much time leveling and mining. Honestly, like, coming back and seeing MLM was so satisfying. Crap. Wait, there's a monster in this room? Oh. Like, compared to, like, power mining iron or granite or sandstone or whatever it was. I think granite, right? MLM was just kind of a dream. That and amethyst. Like, amethysts are just so good. Because they're so AFK. Nope. How did I math the gemstones so hard wrong? Like, what the hell's wrong with me? I guess we're gonna have less fishing points left over than I thought. Alright, so let's save our game. And I have no problem having extra gems, because I'm gonna need them anyways. Alright, so... Oops. You say AFK Woodcup, you got big in the high alch market recently? I thought about flipping, but I made 2 rules for myself. I would never flip, and I would never stake. Which means maxing did not make me rich. The only 2 stats you had maxed on that account were mining and smithing, because you suffer to make yourself run stuff. Mining, I did mostly MLM, and I did a little bit of amethyst, and then I did about 2 million XP after 99 and amethyst, just because I wanted deep money, and I wanted low effort, and I wanted the mining gloves. Because the amethysts are actually pretty lit with Varrock plate, like the elite Varrock plate, and then the expert mining gloves. Like, it's pretty nice. Smithing? Man, I got lazy. At like 95, 96, I just did Addy plates. You've never done any member stuff. Wow. Yeah, just thinking doing this stuff F2P is nuts. Back in the day, but like I got like so many people nowadays probably don't remember like how slow RuneScape used to be back in the old days. Membership is so much smoother. It is. Yeah, funny story too, like when I came back to it, I logged in and it, like all my stuff had gone to RS3 and I didn't know what that was. I didn't realize they like redid the game and made different graphics and it was separate from OSRS. So when I logged in, I found out my account had been compromised. Somebody else has just been playing my account. Had like 2 billion gold on it in RS3 money, which is nothing, I know. But I sold all the stuff and then bought a bunch of bonds and then powered up my old school account, and that's how my old school account did it. And then I set my 2FA up, and I got an access back from my security questions because I have a screenshot of them that's like 10 years old. So, yeah, that person tried to log back into my account for like the first 6 months and then stopped. They must have given up. But hey, it's my account. I named myself Fletch too. If you ever add me. Although all I do is AFK if there's any chance I get, because I want blood shards. It's kind of weird, like, some days I go getting 0, and then, like, yesterday or day before, I got 4. And they're 1 in 1,500, and I can only get, like, 800 KC a day. So it was just mind-blowing. What are we doing here for Sal? We need an aquamarine, right? No, we need a turquoise. Turquoise. We'll save it just in case. X-ray sucks in old school, but it's definitely more fun. Yeah. When I logged into 3, I was so overwhelmed by all the menus that I had open that I didn't even know how to exit the game. Like, or get to my inventory or do anything. I was so confused. And I was like, wait, why are there like 19 tiers of equipment now? It was nuts. Oop. Alright, let's see it. You start freaking out when you log off ASAP? Yeah, it's overwhelming as hell. I don't like it. I'll never play 3, like, ever. And then again, I suck at old school, too. Like, I fought Cerberus a few times, I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I could do Vorcast for about 45 minutes, and then I start to fall asleep. So, it's just like... But then again, I can, like, sit at fishing 24/7, and I love it. It's interesting how, like, that game affects us differently, you know? Like, I have friends that have thousands... Like, one of the guys on my clan has, like, 7,000 Vorcat KC, and I'm like, how do you do it? So we can't see... The build-up won't show what's in there right now. So that's upgrade. So weird. So, I didn't have to get the attack power for this before. But now it's making me do it. I don't know why. So, the only thing holding me back from this... So, if we were to equip... I've upgraded a weapon without having the attack, endurance, SP, and MP before, and it worked. When they were in the red, but like, I can't do it anymore. I don't know what I'm missing, but hey, that's okay. So, yeah, we can make the Angel Shooter, but we need to get more attack power. We need to get 99 attack power. You know, talking about we're clueless about much else. You have to be nobody. F2P is great. So, I didn't actually join members on the when I came back and I sold all the stuff for bonds. I actually didn't use any of it to go membership until I had 70 woodcutting, And I had like 40 or 50 of all the F2P stats, and I did the entire F2P quest book. And I was like, okay, if I can do all that, maybe I'll member up. And that ended up happening. I was like, okay, cool. Hey, Bear. Alright, so... Hi, Ellie. Okay, I got a dog on each side of me right now. And my lap is playing the game. No, no. Go. Go to Min. Go. Go. Go find her. She's got something for you. Okay. Sorry. Dogs are going crazy. The FTP codes are super easy. You got drunk and grinding. Yeah. That's what I ended up doing. It took me like a day or two. I haven't... So it's funny. I have a max cape and I don't have a quest cape yet because I don't like doing quests because they're boring. I'm like 4 quests away or 3 quests away. But it's just like, whatever. It'll take like 1 weekend to finish them. So this is a big uh-oh moment because in order to get her upgraded, I would have to max out. So even the Shamshire wouldn't be enough attack power. So what we would probably end up doing, you want to do a member quest, do another motivation? Yeah, for me, I would just set a goal where like some days I would just burn through it. Where like I would just go and I would say, all right, so this Saturday we're doing nothing but quests until lunch, and I would knock out like 6 quests or 7 quests or whatever. So we're gonna have to farm for weapons to synth into attack power, like quick attack power boost for our character. That's fine. Anyways, let's try to do the 7 branch. So 7 branch needed a sapphire, 2 amethysts, then it needs a sapphire, an anti-dragon, and a diamond. Does it really need a diamond? Yeah. We're gonna need the diamond anyways. Is this it? No way. You didn't want to die to a super mistake for FTP quest? I actually have had some other guys play through running in the background where he's playing a UIM. And like, that's just literally like masochist mode. Like, no banking? Ugh. Alright, so we need MP, wind. Oh wait, I can just see it right here. Oh no, don't do that. So we have enough anti-metal now. Even with... No, we need this. We have anti-dino. We have enough anti-wind. And we have enough MP. So we actually... This is the stats we need in order to upgrade Tone to the next sword. So let's take a look at what we need. Atla Milla sword. Typical iron thing of dropping everything in a corner to pick it up on another account. That UIM was doing that, like, anytime he found something he couldn't use, he would just drop it to his main. I was like, that's not a bad idea. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna buy another diamond. Because the Atla Milla sword... Wait, well... We need 90 holy element. What? Well, we also need more thunder, too. To make the chronicle. Oh, yes. Alright, we're doing this. Let's save our game real quick, because I think this will do it. Actually, we could just see now, because if we go to... Weird that it's not showing it. You know, I might say I have a super amount of runes, rune sets, and other junk. Yeah, rune crafting is so much better with bloods now. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, really, really crazy. Oh, we need 40 of this. Right. Oh, no. No, I'm emulating it right now. Because I don't have, I don't have the ability to, what do you call it? I don't have a capture card or an older TV with the controls set up. Like, the PS2 is sitting there, but I don't have a way of connecting it. What's a fishing log have? I am thinking about buying a capture card because I have enough space on my desk for a lot of toys, but I haven't really set up my workstation yet that much. Like, right now I have monitor, standing mic, tablet, and then tower. But, like, another monitor could literally fit, like, right here, or even a small TV, just to run the capture through for the input. This kind of sucks, but we're gonna have to figure out how to do this. We have enough points for 4 diamonds, which is what we're gonna need to get to the Chronicle eventually anyways. You want dual monitor so bad? It's pretty nice. The, at work I have 4, like if I work from the office, so like when I work from home I have to just deal with having less screens to do all my stuff, and I could fit 4 monitors up with enough stuff pretty easily. Like communication, communication, remote access, and then one of them could be for like one half of my workflow and the other is my other half of my workflow. But here I'm just like, everything gets this screen and then this just gets Teams. So I'm trying to think. We could go for 2 gems to get 40 Mimic. What even raises Mimic? Turquoise. Or Ruby. You wouldn't know what to do with 4 monitors? Sounds nuts. It can be, yeah. I know a friend of mine did a 4K, and he just splits everything up between on halves and sides of the 4K. I only have 2K monitors right now, but they're like high refresh rate, 144, and they're pretty nice for browsing the internet. That's what they end up getting used for the most. Let's see here. I don't think it's a good idea to put diamonds in this thing. Yet. So right now I know we're sitting at the screen, but I'm trying to do the math behind, like, what do I need to get to the Chronicle Sword? How can I do it the easiest way? So we need a lot of lightning and holy. However, neither one of those helps my anti-mimic. Dang. And getting an extra, like, 20 fire? Well, I mean, I guess I do need 20... I need 30 more fire. Yeah, let's buy 2 rubies. Two rubies or 4 diamonds is what it comes down to. So the only problem is... You know what? I think we're just gonna do the 4 diamond idea. That sounds crazy, but... it's whatever. Because 4 diamonds will put everything pretty high, and then just getting the extra elemental should be super easy. The problem is we're gonna, like, overmax on anti-flying. But 2 rubies. Yeah, you know, let's buy 2 rubies. Because, so the way I see it, we're gonna need 30 fire after this next upgrade anyways. And that lets us do the Atlamilia sword. So, we'll do those. And then we need a lot of thunder, which I think is this guy. No, oops. You? And you're ice, right? No, you're wind. Oh, we do need 55 wind, though. Damn. Trying to think of what we would want to put there. Not that. So honestly, we probably want to buy the holy one, because we're going to need so much of it. Which means we're going to be buying one peridot. Actually, we need peridot, so that's fine. Bye-bye fishing points. Do we do it? No. So let's just run through the dungeon real quick and just kill a couple of enemies. Starting on 4-6. We'll go level up his weapon real quick and pray that we can find a, whatchamacallit. Oh my god. A couple of the chests too, because it'd be nice to find some weapons for Goro, because they're really good for synthing up for like extra attack power. And we don't want this peridot, or we don't want one of the rubies in there for now. Let's do this. So we're gonna go get the Atlamilla sword real quick. Oh my god, I didn't realize what time it was. We're gonna get the Atlamilla sword and call it a night. So we can't do... The reason why we're gonna start on 4-6 is because 4-2 and 4-4 are both no ABS floors, and then 4-4-5 is Goro. So you might as well go back up to 6. 6-7-8 sounds like a pretty quick grind. And like I said, I want to try getting some medium chests for some weapons. Because we really need to get a drop for, a Goro weapon would be great for synth sparing. A Rubia weapon would be great because she needs a weapon. And Ogaga obviously needs a weapon too. Alright, let's kill some enemies. Or not. Wait, was that a Goro door or a key door? That's a Goro door. I just noticed his weapon's almost dead. I know what it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Will you? Wow, that only takes 1 durability per hit. Are we overpowered? I should have bought some more Dran's feathers. They're getting kind of low. I swung! Okay, you win. So having durable on your weapon is seriously really nice. I'm gonna hop off for the night, man. What do I usually schedule? It's kind of all over the place right now, but typically after work. This weekend's kind of crappy because I'm on call. And I'm not normally on call more than like once every like 6 to 10 weeks, but if I played tomorrow, it would be about 19 or 20 hours from now, maybe 18 to 19 hours from now. So like 5 p.m. 5 p.m. MST or something like that. I normally like to stream on weekend mornings, but like I have to do stuff this weekend, which kind of sucked. Yeah, I'm streaming all this for sure, so don't worry, you won't miss anything. Appreciate you stopping by. I really do. Oh no. Have a good night. Oh, I should probably pick up these treasure chests. Where is it? Hey, nice. Okay. I know we've done this floor already, but like I said, we're just looking for medium chests and just getting some easy AP. I'm kind of enjoying the overpoweredness of this weapon. Ooh. Here we go. Please? I think that's a good drop. Oh, hell yes! We just instantly found Ruby a better weapon. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. And it starts off with so much elemental. But it doesn't have any of these. Ooh, these are painful. We're gonna be farming or fishing eventually later on in our playthrough to like so much that we're gonna hate ourselves. Unless we just go to the Gallery of Time and buy diamonds if we can. Yeah, this is such a good weapon. Already worth it. I'm so happy. Nope. I knew it! The delayed... Wait. Why did he do 1 damage to me? Why did that do 1? Wait, the anti-stats? Maybe I misunderstood anti-stats. This whole time. No, this is damage to enemies. How did he hit me for 1? I'm feeling like I'm crazy. Alright, I think some enemies are playing DDR in the other room over here. We could do the back floor, but I think we're too early on to want to do that. So let's go to the next floor. Right, right. Alright, this floor should level up our weapon. No. No! Oh my god. Brain, meet enemy. So now we really just need a better weapon for Ungarga. Ruby, so that fairy ring is gonna be a good enough base for me to work off of to make her secret armlet or whatever it's called. Oh god. Oh! Okay. It'll never happen. Let's hope it does. Oh, we don't have the lock thing. Yeah, Goro's weapon is kind of funny. So, like, this weapon right here, I don't know when, but honestly, I should already do it, but I'm just gonna synth this, because even if I park it in the battle axe, I don't know what the battle axe's maximum attack is. Let me see. I'm curious. Goro. Goro's weapons. Yeah, Goro has, like, no weapons. It's like they just don't care about him. Yeah. So the battle axe has a max attack power of 125. So, like, I think that's gonna be our go-to. Like, you didn't care for him? Yeah. The only thing I like about him is his special attack. But, like, endgame, I would never use him. But I feel like the only reason we're ever gonna level him is just to have, for limited floors. But I kind of feel like Last Judgment is gonna be strong enough for most limited floors. Especially if I have a really strong Synth Sphere on another character. Hey, Amy. So I just thought about it. Shouldn't I, once I get my synth sphere with all the passive abilities set up, I should dump it into this, and then synth this with a couple of gems in it, so I just have, like, because this thing could get really high attack power. I could boost any weapon I want to, like, really high stats. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe this will be the vehicle for my multiple stat synth sphere, just to give me, like, 60 or 80 extra attack power, even when synth down. Ah! Wow. Oh, the weapon's up. The weapon's maxed. I didn't even notice. Here we go. Atlamilla sword. Second best weapon. Look at that beauty. So yeah, now we need, I think, 150 attack power, more MP. I'm prettier than the sword? Yeah, but can I wipe out the Dark Genie? No. The Atlamilla sword technically could. So yeah, we gotta get a lot more of every element. Fire's perfect, that's great. And then all of these need to be 60. I don't know how we're going to do these yet. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do all the gemstones first for the elemental damage. All those emotes. I think we'll probably do the gemstones first to get the elements where we want to, because they're going to also just happen to boost our antis. And then we'll just diamond up the antis the rest of the way or something like that. Either way, we're not going to worry about getting the next sword for a little while, because I think it's better to max her out instead. Which reminds me, why don't we switch to her real quick? Actually, let's look at this new weapon. Yeah. It's beautiful. Alright, hold on. First off. Yes. Actually, let's put you. I think you give attack power, right? Yeah. Let's kill an enemy or two with this real quick. A little bit more damage. Not that much, but I'm not using his elemental weakness against him. Nice. I thought a poor mimic was about to mean its demise. Cool. Alright. So once we, like, we're gonna go through this whole floor, but once we finish it, we'll call it. But yeah, seriously. This is so cool. We've already got the Atlamilla sword. We're so close. But for now... let's, oops. Let's switch this out for a minute, because, we might as well have a full ABS bar in our weapon or somewhere near it, or just work towards it, because we're gonna eventually have to synth up another weapon to get its attack power high enough for it to actually upgrade to Angel Shooter. So we need to get her... we might as well just be ready for that upgrade. Or ready for it to be able to level up. Oh boy. Yeah, get used to the sound glitches if you're not familiar, because they happen a lot. Switching characters in this game with the emulator is the worst. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What was that, by the way? Secret path key. What are these? Oh, these are also secret path keys, duh. Alright, where did that lock go? There it is. It was where I least expected it. Nice. I want to loot this floor. See, that's money right there. It's like 150 gilda. That's money. Okay. You little. Why you little? Open up. I can't aim. I love how easy ranged characters are. Kind of ridiculous. It's like almost not fair. Whee! Is there no other enemies in this room? Aw. So we'll end up having gotten towing up two weapons at once today. And then Sal's not too far behind. But for her, it's a little trickier because... Oh, please. We don't have a chest key, do we? I love that. Alright. Please either be a weapon for Agaga or a Goro weapon. You were neither one of those things and I hate you. But damn, that's really strong. Expensive ring made of precious crystal. It's got holy. So it's like a slightly better or worse fairy's ring. Okay, we'll see which one is better. So I think what we'll do is... Honestly, this has a lot of attack. So let's see. For Sal, what do we need? I love how I'll never be able to pronounce this name right, like literally ever. Wait, why am I doing that? I could just do the... Okay. Actually, I do need to do that. 75, okay. So she has 75 attack power on it right now. And we would need to get it to 99. So that means we need 24 attack power. So, if you think about it, so 60% of this, right? So 50% would be 17.5, plus another 10% of that, so... Yeah, this will be worth 19 attack power. Right now. If we were to, you know, not accounting the extra 5 attack power it's going to get to level it. So, if we found enough weapon, like, damage ups on this... Oops. It's got 3 slots. If we mix these 2 attack boosters into it, so it's going to get 5 extra attack power from leveling up to level 5 to synth it. So that's 40. So yeah, if we put these 2 in it, I think even if we didn't put these 2 in it, it would have exactly the amount of attack power it needed to make the Angel Gear. So... we'll do that anyways. But yeah, we're going to use this weapon. This is going to be the weapon we pop. We just like... Oops, not this one, sorry. This one. Yeah, this crystal ring will be perfect. It literally has, even when, if I don't put these in it, we're going to anyways because we need every attack point we get on South. This will be the weapon that we level 5, and then we synth it down, and then we synth it into the Divine Beast title, and that'll get the Divine Beast title enough attack power to upgrade again. So, perfect. That means we have some goals for next time. So the goals for next time are going to be, we need to get Ruby a level 5 weapon, which will be fun because Ruby has no strong weapons right now. I guess if we were to do, let's see. Ruby's strength comes from abusing elements. Oh my god. Jim is the name. Hello, yo-hi-yo. How are you? We can kind of abuse Ruby. like a melee damage abuser. Or, you know, not melee, but like just high attack power. But I don't think that's gonna work out with her. We'll see. Next time we'll see if we can just level 5 that weapon real quick and get rid of it. Oh god. Oh man. We made like 1,500 or 1,700 fishing points today. And, got the Atlamilla sword. Atlamilla, sorry. You love this game. Go through Dark Chronicle now. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I might end up playing that if I can find it. Right now I'm emulating this one because I own it, but like Dark Chronicle, I've heard some good things about it, and it seems like it's worth playing through. It seems like a spiritual successor. Like they changed the formula up, but it still is like a really fun game. Like it still has enough of the elements that this game had, you know. Yeah, we do have to call it here. I know you've just got in. We ended up fishing for a couple hours, and then we ended up trying to make the... We got the Atlamilla sword up from the sacks. No, the Dewsack. So we went Dewsack to 7th, branch sword, all the way up to Atlamilla. And now this is pretty much a base template because it has, like, none of the stats, like, at all. But... yeah, so that I think we're gonna leave Toan alone for a while because investing in him right now would be taking a lot of materials to beat. Like he needs like 10 diamonds, not really, but like he needs a lot of elemental support. That holy has to go up 50 points or 57 points, I think. The holy and the thunder. So like this thing right now needs like probably 2,000 fishing points by itself to become Chronicle Sword. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm loving Dark Cloud. Like, I feel like I'm doing my research and I'm looking up weapons and stuff like that. So it aged better in Dark Cloud. So you can get me more excited. Like, Dark Cloud, like, last weekend I was on the fence and I was like, I don't want to start it because, like, what if I don't like it? What if I end up doing what I did the last couple times I played it many, many, many years ago? Where, like, I'd get halfway through the game and not finish it. Due to whatever reason, but I'm glad I ended up playing the game. I'm having a lot of fun, and the fishing's great. Like this fishing spot is amazing. Toan and Sling Girl, yeah. Oh man, I'm like losing my voice. But yeah, the number 2. It seems like there's like 2 main characters, and then a mech, and then I saw a guy that golfs. I can't do trophies in this one because I'm just emulating the PS2 version. But if I was, I would absolutely want to platinum this. Some games are worth, like, I don't often go for trophies, but some games are definitely worth it. Like, they're just totally worth it. I can't believe how close I got to this, by the way. It's literally just missing 24 attack points. Yeah, I do probably plan on doing the Demon Shaft. I can't see why I wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, see, you got them both for 20 euros on the PS4. Funny story, I haven't bought a gaming console since the GameCube. Like, I have a PlayStation 2. I have a modded PlayStation 2 with now the hard drive connected to it. I've got a GameCube. I brought my brother's Wii U. Just to have it and to play Breath of the Wild. I've got a PlayStation 1 somewhere. And then my dad had to... Back when I was still living with my dad, we had to sell the N64 because we were at a really, really bad financial situation and I had to, unfortunately, sell it. Which really sucked. When I was like 18 or 19. But yeah, the PS2 is really nice. Like, it's got the... it requires like an ELF loader. And you plug it into one of the memory cards, and then it reads that to run the software on the connector that connects to the hard drive that connects into the back of the PS2. I haven't touched it in so many years. I don't remember all the details. Yeah. Yeah. The power up easy synth of the weapons. So like, next time we play, I wanna I'm gonna take this crystal ring, I'm not gonna synth this into it, but getting this to level 5 real quick will get me enough points to upgrade that angel. Upgrade to the angel gear. I'm also building a synth sphere that's like, it doesn't have that many stats. Like, it does have 28 attack power. But I'm not building it for stats right now. I'm just trying to put all my passives into a synth sphere and then put that synth sphere into a strong weapon and make my ultra synth sphere. Right now it just has quench and durable. I can't believe I got durable though. It's been so handy to have. But I won't power up the synth sphere's actual stats themselves. Like you can see, it gives like nothing until I get stop, drain, and thief, and critical. Stop, drain, thief, critical, quench, and durable are all the ones I really care about. Yeah. I don't really care about ABS up or big bucks. Because like selling all these little attachments makes me enough money to where I'm like not too worried ever. But yeah, so next time we're gonna... I need to find out... I don't know... I feel like even with this weapon, because we have no element, Ruby's gonna suck for back floor farming. Excuse me. So we'll see. Oh, my throat's stinging me. Huh. But, yeah. They're pretty big. Big bucks is good for Platinum Trophy. It requires you get 64,000 Gilda. Yeah. What I've been doing right now is I've been relying on... So my favorite character has always been, like, because it's the character I played the most, because, like, half the time I don't even get far enough to get to Osmond, is Sao. So, like, right now, she's got a pretty... She's not crazy, but she's got a pretty beefy slingshot on right now. Like, I don't have my synth sphere in there right now, so she has, like, 110 attack. But it's not the craziest thing, but it's anti-everything pretty hard. Until I get Osmond, she's going to be my go-to range character. And then I also have Steve, if I ever want to max out Steve. But Super Steve takes a lot of stats. Oh boy. Ruby's a good to hit her soundboard. Yeah. Ruby's soundboard is weird, and like, I have an older friend that comes by every winter season and lives. He parks his RV on the side of my, because I have a pretty big side yard, and like, I do not want him to ever come in and hear the sounds that Sal or Ruby makes. He would probably look at me and just be like, "Son, what the hell are you playing?" He's like 60 years old, so you know the character sounds would definitely confuse the hell out of him. And then if I played as Goro, he'd ask me if I'm playing a game that involves ducks, because Goro kind of sounds like a duck quacking. It's kind of weird. We're gonna save it again, but I don't know. This is a game where like you can never save it too much, and I made that point, and it worked a couple streams ago because I accidentally broke Tone's weapon in Queen in the shipwreck dungeon, and I had to load my save file. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. Because I still have to work tomorrow, and I have to start my own call shifts. Yay. But yeah, definitely need to get some sleep for that. So, I will be streaming again after work sometime tomorrow. On Fridays, I work out after work, and I don't think there's really any other things. But yeah, this playthrough is only being played through by via stream. No offline play. Not even for farming fish or farming ABs, or nothing. So, it includes all the fun and all the boring stuff, all in one package. And, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. So, yeah, definitely have a good night. Thank you for popping in, Jim, and for the follow and everything. I appreciate that. And thank you, Howls and Acid Ooze as well. Acidic Ooze. And Amy. That was a lot of fun. This game is so great. So yeah, take care everybody, and I'll be back again, and we'll be getting that weapon for Ruby to +5 to synth into the slingshot to get the slingshot to the angel one, and probably do more fishing, and then maybe get through Muskowaka. So yeah, alright, take care.